What's the crack and welcome back to Urban Studio. Before we get started, make sure you punch that subscribe button. The Nike Air Force 1, aka the only shoe that can survive a night out in Temple Bar, a session in someone's gaff, and still look fresh enough to bring home a fat mom.
Never really truly over till Lizzo sings.
Let's dive into the madness of one of the most iconic sneakers ever made, and why it's basically the guard jersey of footwear. So let's rewind the clock. It's 1982, your dad's rocking a mullet and your man's blasting Aven. A Nike decides to drop a bombshell. The Air Force 1, the first basketball shoe with AirTech. Big deal, right? Well, not to Nike. They actually scrapped it a year later. Man created a classic and then binned it like it was an Aldi receipt. Madness. I feel like I'm fucking on stage here. Yo. But anyways, the streets had other plans. Baltimore shop owners begged Nike to bring it back. This man was sending emotional voice notes like, "Please baby, come on home." That's like me every time Carla leaves. And guess what? It worked. Nike brought it back in '86 and the legend was reborn. Now, by the time it landed on our side of the pond, the Air Force 1 was already causing chaos. From Ballymun to Blanche, from Tallaght to Tallaght Street, every lad with a tech fleece and a broken iPhone screen has a pair of Air Force. It became the official shoe of "I'm not dealing, but I know a fella who is." I want to make a public statement by saying I am not dealing, but I do know a fella who is. Although I don't recommend it. That goes for buying and selling. Okay, now we're getting completely off topic. Anyway, moving on. White on white Air Forces. Ooh! They're like the new rosary beads. On a side note, rest in peace to the Pope. But did you see some countries are betting on who the next Pope is going to be? But anyways, it doesn't matter if you're going to mass, or to a rave, or to a court appearance. The Air Force 1s have your back. Now if that isn't advertising Nike, I don't know what is. Let's talk about one thing that haunts every Air Force owner. Creases. The first one hits different. You'd be walking like you just had a hip replacement just to avoid it. One minute your shoes look pristine, the next minute they look like a crushed raw from Central. But here's the thing, Air Force 1s, they go with everything. You could wear them to your nanny's funeral, or to techno night in Berlin. Either way, it's a party. They're like a breakfast roll, always reliable and always there for you. Granny's birthday rolls. Crusty, just like her toast. So I heard. I gotta be careful with what I say. So yeah, the Nike Air Force 1s, they're not just a shoe, a personality trait we all share. Red flag? Maybe. But we wouldn't change a thing. They've been there through the nights outs, the heartbreaks, and for some of you, the guarded chases. Every single time, you come back to them. So go ahead and tell us your worst Air Force 1 story in the comments below. Bonus points if there was blood, tears, or even a taxi couple on Gar involved. And don't forget, we're the street.
Alright gentlemen, I want you to repeat after me, just how I do it. Ready? Rock da 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 da. Rook turn.